Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python series. Before we dive into today's session, input, output, and operators, let's quickly revise what we have learned in part 1 and part 2. And I will ask you some quick questions. Feel free to answer in chat. So, topics were what is Python? We have wrote our first program. We started with the basic, what Python is, and wrote our very first program, print hello world. Or we wrote our name also, like print hello Sabha or whatever your name is. Now in second part, we learn about variables. They are like boxes where we store information, like age is equal to 10 and name is equal to Sabha. We also covered data types like integers, floats, strings, and booleans. Like number is equal to 5 is integer, pi value is 3.14, it's a float, and text is underscore happy is equal to true. So this is boolean, whether it is true or false. And remember the type function help us check the data type. Now if I write x is equal to 1, 2, 3. Tell me what is the type of X. I'll wait for 3 seconds and then we will run this command. So it's the type, then I have to print type, which we have learnt in type function. So type X. Now we'll run this command. So it shows the type class string because we have learned earlier. Now I've asked you the type. So I wrote x is equal to 1, 2, 3 within double quotes, and then I asked print type x. So it shows me when I run this code. So it shows me the class string because it is in double quotes. So awesome, you all remembered very well. Now today we are going to make our Python program more interactive by learning how to show messages to the user with the help of print function, and how to take input from the user with the help of input function, and how to convert input into numbers. That is another topic called typecasting. And then how to use operators to perform calculations and decision. So let's start with the part 3. We'll wait for some time for the others to join and then we'll start. We'll wait for 1 minute because it is an interactive session. So I want people input, output, and operators in Python. Now first we have output with print. In Python, we use the print function to display messages or values. Example, name is equal to Raja. Then print, use print function here to show the output because we are learning about output and input function today. if I say hello and then name. So let's see how it will work. Just shift enter hello, and the name is Raja because I have given the name Raja. Then input with input. So we will give our input with input. Now let's make our program interactive. Input, let us take the input from the user. Okay, like name is equal to input. We are taking input from the user, like enter your name, right? And then print. Welcome. Name. Okay, let's try to run it. So could you please show me the command to run it, which is shift enter. So it is asking my name. So I'll write my name Sabha, and then I will press enter. So it shows me welcome Sabha. I've given the input my name, and then it shows me the output welcome Sabha. But remember, input always takes values as strings. So if I say age is equal to input enter your name, print age plus 5. So when I run this code, it will show me an error. So I'll run with shift enter, asking my name. I'll put my name and then I will press enter. Then you see it shows me an error can only concatenate string, not integer to string. So here, how do you think we can fix this? Okay, then we'll fix this by using typecasting. To fix the error, we use typecasting, converting data from one type to another. Then how we will convert one type to another type? So here we'll write age is equal to int, then input is enter your name. Sorry, age. Okay. Now print next year you will be next year you will be age plus 1. Got it? So I will tell you what we did here. First we will see the output. Now shift enter, asking my name, enter. Okay, also showing me an error. Okay, can anyone tell what I did? Invalid literal for integer with base 10. Okay, name, sorry, age. If I say 12, then next year you will be 30. So you see how we use typecasting to fix the previous error. You can change integer to int and float convert to decimal and string convert to string. Now operators. There are some operators, arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators. So we will learn all these operators. So let's start. Arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators are like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and power. If I say print A is equal to 10, B is equal to 3, then print A plus B. So we use addition operator here. We'll see the output. We get 13. 10 plus 3 is 13. Now, if I say I will use subtraction operator here. So print A minus B. Shift enter 7. The output is 7. And then I'll use multiplication operator. So print A multiply B. Shift enter 30 because 10 multiply 3 is 30. Now division. Print A divided by B. Sorry, my mistake. A divided by B. Print shift enter. So like this you can use these operators. And there is a modulus operator also. So print A modulo B. Here modulus shows the remainder, means it shows the output. Remainder is the output. And then the last one is power. Print A power B. Shift enter 1000. Right? Now we have comparison operators. If x is equal to 5 and then y is equal to 8, print x is greater than y. So will you tell me what will be the output? X is 5 and then y is 8. It is saying print x is greater than y. You see, x is not greater than y. X is 5 and y is 8. So this statement is false. So let's see what will be the output. False. It shows false. And then if I say print x equal to y, what will be the output? False, because s is not equal to y. X is 5 and y is 8. So let's see the output. False. It shows not equal to. Okay? So not equal to y. So x is not equal to y. We see x is 5, y is 8. So this statement is true because x is not equal to y. Shift enter true. So like this we can use the comparison operators greater than, equal to and not equal to. Now the logical operators. Now we have logical operators. If P is equal to true and Q is equal to false, then print P and Q. P and Q. Which logical operator we are using here is 8. When we are using 8, there should be a condition. Both should be true. If P is true and Q is true, then the output will be true. If one is false, then it automatically gave the output false. You see, the output is false. Then print P or Q. Here we are using logical operator Q for or, your logical operator or. For or, either one of the value is true. So P is true and Q is false. So we will get our output true. Now print. Here we are using not operator. Not P. Not P. So here the value of not P means P is true. So not P is false. So we will run this. It shows me false. So like this you can use the logical operators. And then we have assignment operators. Like x is equal to 5. And then you can say x plus equal to 3. or you can write this x is equal to x plus 3. You can write it like this. Yeah. Now, if I say print x, so what will be the output? Could you please tell me what will be the output? X plus equal to 3. It means the same. X plus 3 means we have x5 and then we have to add 3 in it. Then what will be the output? The output will be 8. Let's see, shift enter. It shows 8. So you see how we use assignment operators. Now, if I have covered all the topics, now there is a mini challenge for you. We'll wrap up with the mini challenge. Write a program and output in comments. Takes your name, and age as input, and then print a greeting with your name. Prints a greeting with your name, and then calculate what your age will be after 5 years, or you can say 6 years, whatever you like, you can take. And then you have to print whether your age is greater than 18. True, false, you can say. So please try it. I will see in the comments, and if you find any difficulty, so you can tell me. I will be there to help you anytime. Great job. Great job. We have covered input, output, typecasting, and operators. With this, we have also revised our part 1 and part 2 also. These are the tools that will make your program smarter and more interactive. In the next part, we will jump into conditions, if else statements. That's when program really start making decisions. If you enjoy this session, hit like and subscribe. And if you joined live, thank you for coding along with me. Please like and subscribe. And you have any specific topic about installation of Python, or what are the commands to run the Jupyter notebooks, or if you are facing any difficulty in installing Python, so please let me know so that I can help you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you for joining.